Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Game number 3 of this new season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Cards played well in the series so far, winning the first 2 in this 3-game set.
Yeah, Matty, this would be a huge momentum and confidence boost for this ball club. It is so difficult to sweep a series, especially on the road. They get this W here today. It's going to be a lot of happy ball players leaving that locker room after this one.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. Acuna is there, and he has it for the first out. Chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's got over 1,500 RBIs in his career. Man, I'd hate to see him come to the plate if I were pitching. They know he knows how to drive in runs. It's going to be fun to watch him play.
Throw in time at first for route number 2. Stepping in next, Jeff Bagwell. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Swing and a flare down the line, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
At the plate, Mickey Mantle. Hit back toward the mound. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Wow, looked like an easy beginning of this inning. Gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him. And now he's got to get through this 5th-hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here. This number 5 guy, he's known. He sits in that 5-hole to drive in runs, and he's smelling ribbies right now.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. Right there at the belt, 1 and 2 now. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
You know, all the pitchers I talked to throughout the course of my career, they always said they wanted to establish the heater the first time through the order. Right there, he kind of took a different route, throwing a nasty changeup.
Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. Bagwell rounds the corner and is headed home. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. Stepping in now, Giancarlo Stanton. Swinging a shot toward right center. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. 3 left for St. Louis. Cardinals nothing. Reds stepping into the plate. Luis Castillo gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike 1, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher. And if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Mantle is there, 2 gone.
Batting third. No left field.
In is Christian Yelich. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once. 1 and 2 for Christian Yelich. Into the windup and the pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. At the plate now is Nelson Cruz. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 3-1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's take a look at Christian Yelich, former Gold Glove winner. 2014 covers a ton of ground out there and don't test the arm.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Luis Castillo. 1-1 home. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Here it comes on 1-1. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And he's safe.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration, you get the...
Oh, wow, what a stop. He's up with it. The throw. Hey, now. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. So stepping in is Ronald Acuna for his career in this matchup. He's a .333 hitter. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Dan, he took that right back in his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of the ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Acuna on at first, nobody out. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Mantle's on the move, still ranging back. Gone right into the visitors' bullpen.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
In now, Jorge Posada. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty here, nobody out. popped him up. Suarez over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting seventh, the shortstop.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still only 1 out in the inning. That's popped up out towards short right field. Fletcher moving to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the third baseman,
Ke'Bryan Hayes digging in now. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Count is 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We've played 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Harper is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So 1 gone here in the St. Louis 3rd, and that'll bring in Mickey Mantle. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them, and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
So now to the plate, Eugenio Suarez. But this is hauled in by the 2nd baseman. Next to hit, Giancarlo Stanton. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
Nelson.
Now into the box. Nelson Cruz flew out last time up. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of 3rd. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Mantle on 2nd. Stanton at 1st. 2 out in the inning. And that's down into left center for a base hit. Long throw to 3rd. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at 3rd. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. At the plate now, Gary Sanchez. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around at strike 3. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, here is Lance Lynn as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Hit in the air down the right field line. Cruz is in a few steps as he takes it for the 1st out.
Now back to 2nd base.
Digging in next, Ryan Sandberg. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out.
Now back the 1st baseman, Ryan.
Base is empty, 2 away. And up next will be Ryan Klesko. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Reds 2 and the Cardinals 1. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's been a real team effort to focus on a line drive approach, and that is certainly evident in this game. Our stat guys tell me they've hit 9 total line drives, and even though not all of them have resulted in base hits, those are the swings the team believes leads to a lot of success at the plate.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes to count.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Now it'll be Cal Ripken, singled in his last at-bat. The 2-1. Swing and a blooper to the right side. In there, the base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box now, David Fletcher. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Sandberg has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for round number 2.
The first baseman, number 5, Jeff Bagwell.
Now to bat, Jeff Bagwell. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-2 misses off the plate.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Runners on the move for second. On a line, that's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
At the plate, Mickey Mantle.
No, that's
now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. And here's Christian Yelich now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. Fielded cleanly by Bagwell, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Center field, number 16.
1 out, base is empty, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box, Bryce Harper hit down the line at first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The catcher.
So now to the plate, Jorge Posada, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Posada behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel.
Well, just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
The batter, number 7.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Long run for the right fielder, and this will get all the way to the wall now. Posada ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Tried to score all the way from first, but the relay was too good, and it ends the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. All set for the start of the inning, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey, Dan, these guys have put a lot of guys on base, but no one seemed to cross home plate. Are you cognizant of that as a pitcher? Are you aware of the traffic?
No doubt about it. 9 runners stranded so far in this game. It's time somebody comes up with a clutch hit.
To the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Now a long throw to third.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Next up is Nelson Cruz. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow! Throw back to second, and that's a double play. On to first. They got him. A triple play. So no runs on. Bottom of the inning now. And up next is Ke'Bryan Hayes. No contact there, and it's 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
This one's down to third. He's got it. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now back.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ryan Sandberg. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Stanton coming on. He gets there, and that's the second out. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
The first baseman.
Now to the plate, here is Ryan Klesko. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Reined in. Throws there at first, so the error doesn't hurt him on the scoreboard as the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati as the lead remains 3-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-handed up and throwing. just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, the pitcher, Luis Castillo.
And now here is Luis Castillo. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Grounded to the right. Scooped up. And there are two away now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Into the box. Cal Ripken singled last time up. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Harper, and it's a foul ball. The pitch. Drilled to the right side. He's got it. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Down in. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Standing in now, Ronald Acuna. He's right there. Throw gets him, 2 down. Bryce Harper will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer. There was a big blow early on, and he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Freezes him, a strikeout looking. Reds are down in order, and it's still 3-1. Matt Foster is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in will be David Fletcher. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. 1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that'll bring in Mickey Mantle. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Hard hit ball to second. Oh, look at the sliding stop. 1 there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. A 1-1 pitch. Hit out toward second. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Hit sharply on the ground, fielded cleanly, and that's the first down.
The batter, number 7.
In now for the Reds, Chris Taylor. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. 2-2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Still 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So now to the plate, Ke'Bryan Hayes. This one's down to third. Reined in. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Scott Barlow will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Kike Hernandez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Now the 1-1 pitch. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And that's the second out. Two very good pitching performances illustrated there as we give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-1 contest. Willie Adames will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Cardinals. Number 3, Willie Adames.
The 1-1 home. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Over to first, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Joe Willard is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43.
Now at the plate, Kike Hernandez. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. The Redbirds entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but This is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
Into the box now, Ryan Sandberg. Shot down the first baseline. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Cruz is there, 2 down. Next to stand in is Ryan Klesko. He bounced out last time up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Mantle makes the catch. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Set to start the ninth in this one, and stepping in the long ball threat. Cal Ripken hit hard towards second. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Next up, David Fletcher. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Set, and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. In now, Mickey Mantle. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Hot shot on the ground to short. To Sandberg at second. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, there was no reason to panic. He gave up a hit, but he comes right back and gets a double play to end this thing. Great resiliency right there to secure the save and the victory for the team.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Cincinnati took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Lance Lynn gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Luis Castillo takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. Kenley Jansen hammers down the save, his first of the year. On the field.